Hi, I'm John Messer, the Leadership Development and Systems Catalyst for the Luminex Group. And we're in the midst of a series on the church needs hero leaders. And so today we're going to talk about empowerment in the hero leader. We know that there are 4 prescriptions that we've talked about. Last time was hope, but now we're going to talk about empowerment. One of the biblical prescriptions for hero leaders is empowerment. Another way of thinking about empowerment is efficacy. And you'll notice I don't use the word self-efficacy because the empowerment is not within us. Our empowerment as Christian leaders, as church leaders, is by the Holy Spirit. So that empowerment is from outside of us. And number one, we need to recognize that we need to constantly pursue Christ, that we need to constantly be open to the Spirit's work in us to be empowered to do the work that we have been called to do. Doing that, however, will help us find that empowerment gives us courage and confidence to pursue alternate pathways. In a time like this where our culture is under the VUCA, the volatility, uncertainty, complexity, ambiguity, in our ministry context and our leadership context is so difficult, not to mention COVID, which just overlays that and makes it even worse, that we have courage and confidence to pursue alternate pathways. The difficulty now is that all those things that we maybe relied on in the past, that we trusted in the past, don't work now, and we're having to look for alternate ways. Well, empowerment encourages us to do that. It gives us the courage to continue. We can find alternate paths to succeed. And not only that, but empowerment is necessary, quite honestly, to avoid burnout. Burnouts are epidemic right now. Not pandemic, epidemic. But COVID and VUCA combined have just really overwhelmed a lot of church leaders, and we're seeing a lot of them resign or burn out. Matter of fact, I read a study that said that 90% of church leaders have burned out at some time in their ministry. That's a horrible statistic. Empowerment is what we need to focus on. So empowerment is also not looking for culprits or problem people. You know how much time we waste and how much power we waste when we're looking for culprits or problem people in the church? That's not what empowerment is about. Empowerment is about seeing the opportunities in hardships. It's about seeing the possibilities in the struggle, in the storm. It's not looking for the problem people, it's looking for the possibilities. And that is empowering in itself. And by the way, I am the systems catalyst for Luminex Group. And I just want to let you know that this is a place especially where systems thinking is very helpful. Systems thinking is designed to help us find those alternate pathways, to help us find what's really happening in an organization and avoid having to find the culprits and not having to think about people as the problem, because people are never the problem, it's the system. And so not only that, we can find opportunities, but we move forward then. We can move forward in faith because we know that hope and empowerment and resilience and optimism, they're all interrelated. One doesn't exist without the other. They all influence the other. But moving forward in faith with empowerment is exactly what the Holy Spirit is doing in us. Because God has prepared in advance works for us to do, not only as individuals, but as a church. And it's the Holy Spirit, His empowerment, that will make it possible for us to do that with the courage and the confidence that we can do this. We can thrive in the midst of this and actually be better on the other side. That's actually resilience, which we're going to talk about next time. I'm John Messer for the Luminex Group.